And I think we are live. So, Ba Weep, Grogna Weep, Nitty Bong, my fellow addicts. This is TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict here, coming to you with a very long overdue update live stream. And you're probably wondering, with TFA, how are you doing a live stream? I found a loophole. So no longer will Cyborg have to help me out with, providing uh, technical support for live streams. I mean, he will every now and then, obviously, because he needs to do something here as well. I mean, not that don't do enough, Cyborg. You do great. Thank you for everything. But I totally forgot that my dad has a computer, and I just tried to Google Hangouts on it, and it works. So now, whenever I do a broadcast, I will no longer be able to do anything as opposed to like sharing screen or anything unless I'm out there. And it's very quiet. It's very loud out there. It's not very quiet. So unfortunately, that means live streams with TFTCs are still going to be run by Cyborg Raptor. Update live streams like these are going to be done by yours truly. So it's been a long freaking time since I have actually managed my own live stream, and I'm hoping I'm getting some viewers. So hello to everyone who's turning in, tuning in right now. And I'm not sure if it's the right number. I don't know if it's what's up with the Addict number 5 or what. I think it's number 5. Could be wrong, but we shall see. I'm not sure. Uh, so anyway, yeah. It's been a little while. I hope has been doing fantastic. Hope everyone's been enjoying their lives. You know, you don't get your daily dose of TFA anymore, unfortunately. But this is something that I didn't really want to bring to the public, but I really think you guys should be very well informed about everything. If you follow me on Instagram or you're on my personal profile on Facebook, you will know that on July 29th through the 31st, my mother went to the hospital for respiratory failure. The reason I'm saying this is because it's going to make sense when I'm just giving you a little bit of context, because what I'm about to say next you guys will have a total understanding as to why content is going to be the way it is. So unfortunately, she had a full-on respiratory shutdown, complete and utter failure, very high temperature, very low blood pressure, all that fun stuff. And by fun, I mean it's torture for her, and I feel really incredibly bad for her. And it took my dad on Saturday, July 29th, at 6:30 in the morning. Uh, I heard him just yell, "Wake up, God damn it!" I'm just like, oh, what the shit? I go out and I see her on the couch, and she's breathing, but she's non-responsive to me or my dad. She's not waking up. She's not moving. She was completely comatose. It was like she was dead. And fun fact, she actually technically was dead for a good few minutes. And from what she told me, she saw her mother, my great grandma, saying it's not your time, and then she said something back, but she doesn't remember what it was. And then she saw her mom and then her dad, aka my great grandpa, and they just said, "We'll be waiting for you," and they sent her back. I didn't know that was a legit thing that could happen, but now that I do, my religious side has actually changed a little bit, and it's very interesting to hear those type of experiences. But also kind of terrifying because it's like, oh, spirituality and stuff like that. Those are legit things on the planet. So it's like, okay, I only thought that was in like comic books and movies and such, but it's not. So that's interesting. Um, and that's kind of what I'm bringing that up for. Someone just commented, sending you a prayer right now. Sorry to hear. Yeah, thank you. That's kind of why I'm doing this in a sense. It's gonna be segmented into parts. So update on my mother, then update on myself, and then update on the channel as a whole. So um, she's been out of the hospital for about 2 weeks now. She came home on July 31st. Is when she was officially discharged. She was doing a lot better. They brought her back, and by they I mean my dead great grandma and great grandpa. They brought her back as well as the hospital. She was breathing, talking, everything. They had to use a respirator mask on her, but she was doing completely well, a lot better, complete 180 as opposed to what she was like. And then she stayed there for a couple days just until the doctors to watch over her and to get her on the right medication she needs. And now she's home, and she's been home for about 2 weeks, and she's doing a lot better. So She now has nurses coming up to the house to take care of her, to help take care of her, I should say. And then she has me, TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict, to take care of her. So, because it's very interesting, it's a very difficult time and very stressful time, but also kind of regular in a sense. This has only been going on for 2 weeks, but it feels like it's already everyday occurrence. So I'm not really mad or upset or anything. I mean, yeah, I kind of have to sacrifice, unfortunately, getting a job, a proper job. I cannot leave the house anymore because I am needed that much. 24/7, 365 days a year, I am needed that much, and I can't leave them even for a few hours because my dad has been suffering with Alzheimer's dementia, and he's not getting any better. He is refusing to go to the doctor, and things are just not going the way they should be going in terms of their health. My mom is doing a lot better, but my dad is just refusing treatments of any kind because his dad always told him, stay the hell away from doctors. They do no good and stuff like that. You know, dude was born in, the 1930s, so I can get it. So basically, now I am officially the caretaker for my parents. And I always have been in a sense, but now it's more so than I used to. I now get my mom's meds every morning, afternoon, and evening. I help my dad with whatever he needs to do. I have to go to the grocery store with him. I'll go with him. If he needs to go somewhere specific, he doesn't know where. In terms of how to get there, I will go with him. I will be his navigator. I now handle their finances, which is something I'm not really 100% confident with because this whole month I have not been able to know what's been going in and what's been going out of the bank. And that's because of the whole hospital madness and the doctors and nurses coming up and everything. So I haven't had the chance to get a fix on what was paid and what wasn't. And I haven't been able to document it because I didn't know what the balance was for August 3rd. So, so that's kind of a fault on that's not really a fault on anyone. It's just bad timing. So a fault on time. There we go. Curse you, time. How dare you mess with my family's finances? But other than that, bills are paid. We got a nice little break from State Farm. We don't have to pay them $146.01 for the car insurance, which is great. At least for this month. But next month, yeah, everything's gonna go back to normal. So haven't had the need to buy any groceries. I made sure that my dad does not need to go out and buy stuff because there's plenty of stuff here to cook, and I don't really see the need to get groceries if there's stuff here. It makes no sense. You're just wasting money. My mom's doing well. I've been giving her medication every morning, afternoon, and evening. I get her whatever she needs. If she calls me, I will go out to her without hesitation. And I've actually been able to get my sleep schedule back on track. I went to bed at 12:30 last night from talking to my lovely lady addictress. And I woke up at 7:42 this morning, so I was actually pretty pleased with myself. That was good. Good day there. And I'll probably gotta do the same thing tonight. So right now it's 9 o'clock. She just finished her night treatments, so she's done for the night. So it means I have a few hours of free time, and I might call it a night then. But of course I'm not done yet. So. Oh, and also forewarning, those of you who are joining me now or are watching still, there is going to be a delay when it comes to ending the live stream because I'll have to walk out to the living room to end the broadcast officially. So if there's like a few minutes of delay, please understand that's why or I'll just mute my mic and I'll quickly walk over. But I just want to let you guys know ahead of time. So, in terms of that, they're pretty much doing fine. The nurses have been doing really well with her. I've been there to absorb all the information possible to get a better fix on her medical status and to help her go to her doctor's appointments or to schedule appointments for the nurse to come up to the house. And everything's been doing really, really well. I've actually helped her get dressed to get up, to go to the car, to go to the doctor on a few occasions. She says she doesn't want to, but I persuade her, you need to go. The doctors even say you need to get to your appointments. The nurses say you need to get to your appointments. So the next one we have is, I think, September 16th. And the other one is for 6 months because we just did that. It was her pulmonologist. It was supposed to be scheduled in 6 months, but we might try and see her sooner just because I think it's a little bit wiser considering the whole situation. But this was more of a hospital follow-up. But she's going to go to her doctors more often. So there's that. Now, in terms of me, I've just been incredibly drained. There's no way to really word it kindly. I've been exhausted. When all this happened on July 29th, I had to handle everything. I had to call 911. I had to get my dad down there with my GPS and everything. Um, I had to stay there from 10 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night until my aunt and uncle drove me home, and I stayed home for the remainder. A lot of people are going to frown on me about that, but the thing is, this scene with me in hospitals, they don't mix. If you knew my history, you would understand, but trust me when I say this, hospitals and I do not mix. And I did want to visit her again, but considering she was only there for 72 hours, I didn't think it was necessary. And plus, I stayed there for a good 12 hours, so I think that was good. I would have stayed overnight, but after all of that, I just wanted to come home. I wanted to be somewhere I felt was safe and not see my mom in the condition she was without crying, because I had to see her like on one of the cop drama shows or whatever, one of those hospital shows where you see them with the respirator mask and they're dead, and it was a painful sight. Really hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie, but so I just had to come home. I took care of the house. I managed to cook my own food and do the laundry and all that stuff. So I'm doing a lot more now as opposed to what I used to. It only took me a few years. But I've been drained. So content making has been at an all-time low. Um, Socializing has kind of been limited, mainly because one, I don't want to snap at anyone because I've been so tired and irritable. And two, I just haven't had the need to really socialize with anyone unless they first make the attempt to talk to me or I'm in the mood to talk to someone else, which is kind of why you don't see content here on the channel. So there's pretty much that for myself. Okay, I got 36% of battery, so I'll just take it off the charger. Um, but I've been doing okay for the most part. I'm understanding a lot more of how these doctors and everything are doing what they're supposed to, or how they're doing everything, how my mom's body is working. She kind of has emphysema, but it's not ruled out as emphysema. It's COPD, which is a lot more straining on the body. Her lungs are not getting enough oxygen as they need to, and it's very difficult for her to move at all without huffing and puffing. So, but they're making her do exercises every day, uh, and to build up her stamina, to build up her muscles. And as I keep saying, she's been doing a lot better. And that's mainly because a lot of you guys on Instagram and Facebook prayed. I'm not really a religious person, but again, after all of this that just happened, I'm starting to believe again. There were so many comments and so many kind words thrown onto the posts and the statuses that I made. And the fact that all of you guys who don't even know my mom, which is fantastic, that's really comforting. So many of you all prayed. Someone even said, let her know the Transformers community has her back. I'm just like, oh, that was really sweet. Uh, but ever since then, she's been doing completely well. I made a status the moment before we left the hospital, and then I guess all the prayers happened, and right when we were there, she came back. So that was really great. I really do appreciate that, and I really hope and urge everyone to continue to pray for my mom. She's 75 right now. Yeah, she's 75, going on 76, and my dad's already 80. So keep praying for them. Have them live a long, healthy life, even if their health isn't the best. Have them live a long life because they're gonna miss important moments like seeing me meet my lady addictress in real life, seeing us get married if the bond continues to go that strong, meeting their grandkids if we ever have kids, getting my first house, getting my first actual long-term job. It's not fair that they miss out on that. So I'm really hoping that they live long enough to see those moments because they're my parents, and every parent deserves to see that. They deserve to see their little boy or girl grow up. And it's very hard, very difficult rather, to know that they'll most likely move on. And as much as I don't want it to happen, I know death is a part of life. So it is what it is. You don't have to be happy about it, but it is what it is. So that's pretty much how everything's been going. Obviously, you know, your friendly neighborhood or I can't talk. Your friendly internet Transformers addict has been getting more and more figures. I recently just acquired Studio Series Wave 2. I ordered Power of the Primes, Throne of the Primes the day it came out. I've been saving up my money a lot actually. I managed to surpass $400. So I'm really happy about that. And I got that. I got Wave 2. My dad actually paid for Jazz and Brawl because I don't ask for figures from my folks that much. It's either money or figures. So the money I get from them, I save up. I don't spend immediately like I used to. I've been saving up pretty well recently. I'm really proud of myself for that. So I got them. Uh, my lovely lady Addictress hooked me up with Rodimus Unicronus, freaking Titan class Predaking because I missed out on San Diego. God, I'd love to go to SDCC, but no. I did a live stream on that, by the way. Check it out. Link in the description. Maybe. I don't know. I don't do links in the description. It's not my thing. But she got me Predaking because I missed out on Tampa Bay Comic Con, which is 3 days of nonstop fun. And Nolan North, Phil Lamar, Charlie Adler, and Jim Cummings were there. 4 Transformers voice actors. And I missed out because she got out of the hospital that week and they needed me. So it's like, okay. They said maybe next time. Who knows? Maybe I'll have my license. Maybe they'll have someone up here to watch. But I missed out this year. I'm not upset. It just would have been a great honor to meet those voice actors because they have voiced my childhood. So I'm trying to think of what else I got. I have Repugnus, the Wave 3 Prime Masters. What else did I get? Blastoff. The new Blastoff that I've been waiting for 3 years now. Really happy I got that. Am I missing anything else? I don't think I am. I think that's it, actually. So, and that's only for this month. So that's pretty good haul. So yeah, loving Throne of the Primes, by the way. If you guys have not had the chance to get this figure, pick it up. It's a fantastic mold. It's really great if you have all 13 Primes now. Like, officially all 13 Primes. Like, you get the 13th Prime, the Arisen, as a Prime Master. And you have the halo of the Primes. You got the backdrop. You got the beautiful Optimus Primal colors on the Optimal Optimus mold. It just looks so good. I'm really happy with it. Tomorrow I'll have a package coming in the way. And I just got a package from my buddy Eli Thanatos Prime, who was supposed to be the voice actor for Prowl and Transformers Union, but because that series is completely abandoned, or at least put on the back burner until Merritt, God, I can't talk today. Until Merritt and I, M Movies 06, if you don't know who he is, until him and I figure out what to do in terms of Union. Transformers Infinite Chaos is obviously on hold again indefinitely. I know I only gave you guys one mini-sode this whole year, and it's incredibly unfair to you, and I'm so sorry. But I have not had the drive and the motivation to film anything, and again, I've been incredibly preoccupied with taking care of my mother and my father, so that's why. There might be something soon. I did clean up my room a bit. All I have to do is just put some boxes on my bed, as I keep saying. Or find a way to put them up on their shelves, but I might try and film something, some stop motion of some kind. Maybe a stop motion of Optimus Primal becoming Optimal Optimus for Throne of the Primes, or a small battle stop motion, or possibly some other project that I have not revealed here on YouTube yet, but I did on Instagram. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But Eli, if you guys don't know who he is, Eli is a good buddy of mine. Again, voice of Prowl, or supposed to be the voice of Prowl for Transformers Union. Hooked me up with Gaia, not this package, by the way. This is just an example for last time. If you follow me on Instagram, you know who I'm talking about. But this dude hooked me up with Gaia Unicron from Transformers Prime, Arms Micron from Takara. Hooked me up with a custom Robots in Disguise Powerizer Optimus Prime painted as Nemesis Prime. A Beast Wars, or an Armada Predacon which was a repaint of the Transmetal Megatron, done as Transmetal Megatron, and a Beast Hunter's Motormaster, which is basically an Optimus Prime done in black and purple and with a red sword, which is pretty cool. It's pretty much Nemesis Prime if Nemesis Prime evolved into, Beast Hunter form. Nemesis 2.0, rather. So, but this time he hooked me up with Beast Wars, Depth Charge, Rampage, Takara Arms Micron Frenzy, or Rumble. It's your preference. He hooked me up with some 3D printed swords for Slug, Sludge, and Grimlock. And he hooked me up with one of my Holy Grail figures. Oh, also Beast Wars Inferno. I forgot. But he also hooked me up with a 100% complete Robots in Disguise 2001 Scourge. Trailer and all. Sword of Fury, the gun, everything. I can't thank you enough for that. That just made my day. I wanted that figure for so long because I recently just finished rewatching Robots in Disguise 2001, and I forgot how good of a series that was. So, but he hooked me up with all that, and if you want to see my reaction and unboxing, it's on Instagram. That's instagrams.com/TFA1024. Feel free to go follow me because I just reached 800 followers, and I'm hoping to get at least to 850 or 1,000 by the end of the year. Maybe 850 by the end of November, 1,000 by the end of the year. Is that too much? I don't know. But follow me there. You guys get all kinds of exclusive goodies, unboxings, all that fun stuff, so feel free to do so. TFA reviews, I still have to finish Optimus Maximus week. There are only a couple reviews I need to do. I made notes for Ironhide's video review. I still need to do Hot Rod and Sunstreaker, and of course the Battle Core Optimus Prime mold. So, and then obviously Optimus Maximus and the Repro label set to turn them into Nova Prime. Which reminds me, I need to contact my buddy who made the wings out of the weapons for Nova Maximus. So, or Nemesis Prime, rather, because Nemesis Prime was his alias after he was corrupted by the Matrix of Chaos. I think it's what it was. No, it wasn't the Matrix of Chaos. I think it was the Matrix of Conquest. I don't know. I can't remember the whole origin story for Nova Prime. There is going to be another video review of the Prime Masters, specifically now being the Prime Masters for Wave 3, which are Solus Prime with Solus Prime with Octopunch, Megatronus with Bomb Burst, and Quintus Prime with Bludgeon. So, and then maybe I'll do exclusive Prime Master reviews, like we'll do the Prime Wars Trilogy stuff, we'll do Blast Off and Repugnus, and obviously we'll do Throne of the Primes, because that figure, I love that thing so much, it's so good. So, yeah, and obviously Predaking, we'll do Predaking as a, Beast Week, a Predacon Week, so that'll be fun. Or even, maybe we'll do a Titan class week, because now I have 5 Titans, and that will suffice for 5 days of video reviews, but it's going to be a pain in the butt, because the way I do my video reviews are, if I'm doing a combiner, I'll do each individual limb as their own figure first, and then combine them later. But if I want to do Titans, it's going to have to be as Titans. So, not sure what to do there, not sure how I'm going to do it, but I'll figure out something. Now, unfortunately, what this means is, because you guys have not been seeing me around often, my computer is still KIA, believe it or not. It's black screen of death, pretty much. It turns on, but it's done. It's fried. There's nothing I can do about it. I could try and get it fixed and refurbished, but it's going to be expensive, and I don't have that kind of money. So, I don't have a job, technically. I mean, technically speaking, I'm a certified nurse's assistant without the paperwork, and a financial advisor without the paperwork. So I technically have a job. My folks do pay me in a sense, but not because I'm doing the stuff. It's just because I don't have money, and they understand that. And I honestly just do it to do it, because someone has to. My dad won't, for reasons that I don't want to get into, and my mom physically can't. So it's up to me, and I'm totally fine with that. The money is just a bonus. I told my mom that. because I think I hurt her feelings. When I said, well, I'm doing this for, I didn't say I was doing it for money, but I said, oh, well, I'm doing all this work, and it's like, I'm getting paid for it from dad. And he's like, well, you shouldn't be doing it for the money. I'm like, I'm not. I'm just doing it because I'm supposed to take care of you, and money's just a bonus. Which I don't think was too bad to say. No, at least I hope not. But I clarified it, and she understood. So I'm happy about that. That worried me. Oh, I forgot. Robots in Disguise Aerobolt. That's also something I got. I finally got him. And I also got Buzz Strike thanks to Marvelous Prime or XT Animations. And that was a while ago, but I have not been updating you guys on my unboxings here on YouTube. So, yeah. I do know I'm getting another package from Derivative Films, so that'll be fun. But I'm not sure when that's going to arrive. But we'll wait and see. So, but that's pretty much it for figures. But in terms of the channel itself, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I wish I was able to provide more content for you guys, but you have to understand that I'm not making content because I genuinely don't want to anymore. I mean, I do, but it's very taxing. And now with this work that's, now with everything health-wise with my mother and how I'm needed consistently, that is also very taxing. It's not as taxing physically, but it is on an emotional level as well as physical in a sense, because I have to run around here like a chicken with my head cut off, or like how I used to work at Toys R Us and I had to run around on Black Friday and on Christmas Eve and such like that. So you guys have to understand where I'm coming from. I understand there are a lot of people out there who are able to do it without complaining, or, who have jobs that are required to have, a more physical approach to it. But even then, I'm only about 170 pounds. I'm get short of breath easily. It's hard work for me. So, if I share that information with you, please don't make it a contest like, oh, well, stop your complaining. I do this, and that. It's like, okay, good for you. But just don't. I'm just telling you. I'm not trying to make it say, oh, I have it so bad. I don't. I have my life made right now. I'm still getting my figures. I'm helping my mom. I'm being useful to the family, which is something that I've consistently been bitching about for the last few years, and now it's finally happened. And I'm not necessarily bitching about it. I'm just tired. Because, again, it is very taxing physically and emotionally. So. But I'm really glad I'm actually able to provide for my family in a sense that I'm giving back to them for everything they've done. It makes me feel fantastic. So, I'm really happy about that. So in terms of video reviews, as I said, content, everything is going to be delayed until further notice, or until one day I have a bunch of free time and I'm like, hey, guess what? I'm going to make a video. So here we go. I might do some Studio Series video reviews as well, considering I have the whole first 2 waves and I have wave 3 on the way. As I said, I've been saving up my money. I actually just ordered the wave 3 deluxes today, so I'm really happy about that. A buddy of mine, TF Customs, told me about how Bumblebee was on eBay for $19.99, and they also had Shadow Raider and Dark of the Moon Ratchet. And the moment I saw that and the 15% off code, it bumped it from $69.97 to $50 flat, and I paid for it. And I also have a Power of the Primes Firestar, or Nova Star if you're technical, coming on the way as well for my buddy Birdman, or Nacho Supreme 360 or something like that. I can't remember his full username. Sorry, dude. But I'm really happy about that too. So I got a bunch of stuff coming the way. The package will be here tomorrow. Something will be here Saturday. Next Friday is when those deluxes will come in. I'm expecting a package from TF Customs, and Nova Star or Firestar, whatever star, it's your preference, will be here sometime either this week or next week. And then Punch and Counterpunch from Power of the Primes, aka Prime Wars Trilogy, will be here on September 19th. So a lot of good stuff's coming on the way. I'm really happy. And again, I'm just glad I get to continue doing what I love despite my situation, financially as well as job-wise, or employment-wise, I should say. So I'm really happy about that. So everything's going up TFA. So everything's working out in my favor, and I'm happy. Wish I could get more sleep again, but it's not anything too terrible. As I said, I'm content. I'm happy. So let me go ahead and say hello to everyone in the comment section who's still here anyway. We have 5 viewers. Hello. You can say stuff. It's okay. So hello to J Former Studios. Hello to Explicit. Hello to Dark Rider Prime, who I'm assuming is a new subscriber. But anyway, hello to you anyway. Hello to Maniac or Maya Inc. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hello to Bob Summoner of Rain. Hey, long time no see. Hello, Ender Sage. Hello, Emosaurus. How is everyone doing? Hope you guys have been doing well. I'm so sorry that you guys have not seen or heard from me in some time. But I really hope things have been going well for you guys. And I continue to hope that life is treating you well. So, we had 5 viewers. Now we're down to 4 each. Anti-Addict! Kidding. You left a live stream. It doesn't matter. It's okay. I'm not that petty. But, So, don't be shy, guys. You can talk now. I'm sorry I blathered on so much. But one more thing I do want to get out of the way real quick is that while I understand this particular YouTuber had to do what he had to do, it breaks my heart because he's no longer going to be on YouTube. But for those of you who don't know, Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer is done with YouTube to focus on his family full time, and I admire and appreciate him for that. That's great. That's actually fantastic. That's something that a lot of people need to do because life is so precious and so short that you rather spend it with other people as opposed to playing with toys and making videos on a very, very, very bad platform. Sorry, YouTube, nothing against you, but God, you need to fix your shit. And I left a very heartfelt comment on his video, and I only know Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer as Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer. I don't know him as his real name. I don't know him as any other persona or any identification. I've talked to him a few times. I got on a live stream or an acknowledgement on a live stream with him a couple times. And the fact I was able to talk to this dude, it made me feel very grateful to be in contact with someone so pure. He's one of the most entertaining YouTubers in the Transformers community that I have ever witnessed, honestly. Oh, hello, Bumblebee J. And it really does pain me to see him go. Again, I understand for the reasons, but it really hurts to see him go because his ending at his final video broke me. He at the very end of the video, spoilers now if you haven't seen, well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can go check out the video yourself, Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer's final video in stereo, how the frick's he say it? It's stereoscopic 3D. So if you have like a Google Cardboard or a 3D TV or something, you can watch it in 3D. But for those of us who don't have that fancy stuff, we have it in 2D as well. But at the very end of his video, he just pretty much said, thank you for watching for 6 years. Farewell from the Lazy Highbrow Reviewer. And he uses Titans Return Highbrow because a lot of people made that joke like, hey, it's the Lazy Highbrow Reviewer because people, I guess, thought he said that, but it's the Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer. And he just said goodbye, and then he had almost every figure in his collection, or a large majority of them, wave at you. Like, all of them just saying goodbye, and because they're already gone, he sold all his figures. Oh, God, that got me. I cried a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. That was really touching. And if I ever make a goodbye video like that, I probably will have every figure in my collection wave goodbye to you guys, because Transformers are going to go on for as long as time goes on, and as well as, people continue to put out money for them. And as I keep seeing, Hasbro, a lot of people, by the way, really need to quit bitching about Hasbro and what they're doing wrong. They need to focus on what they're doing right. Hasbro has been doing a fantastic job these last few years. Generations has been absolutely mind-blowing. The fact we got full-scale combiners working with Voyager-class torsos and Deluxe-class limbs. We got Headmasters again. We have the 13 Primes in some form. We now have Studio Series. We're having War for Cybertron Siege, which is going to be bringing back Micromasters and Target Masters, as well as a very Cybertron depicted version of characters from Generation 1. You know, we're going to continue to have Cyberverse or Studio Series. We're having Cyberverse for the kiddies. It's been doing really well, and I'm eager to see where Transformers is going to go next. So I really, you know, I really hope that it continues to be as well as it's going, and a lot of people need to just stop complaining. They've been doing fantastic recently. I'm very pleased with everything they've put out. Except for the Cyberverse stuff. I'm probably going to skip out on those. But, yeah, just looking at everything in my collection right now, like in my room anyway. There's stuff are in boxes, but it's still all Hasbro made. The fact that they've been able to do this for 35 years now almost, it's mind-blowing. They've been doing exceptionally well. And I think a lot of people need to just cut Hasbro some slack and understand that there are certain things that this company can and can't do in terms of limitations and everything. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just really happy with how well everything's been going. Studio Series has been really well. Power of the Primes has been, outstanding. It sucks that it's only ending on Firestar. I kind of wish we had a little bit more, but John Morton even said they're going to continue to give us stuff we didn't get in the Prime Wars trilogy, in War for Cybertron trilogy, and there's already an announcement of Flywheels, Battle Trap's Duocon buddy being in the line. I don't know if we're going to do the full Classics on version because it's all Cybertron oriented now, but they might. So, and I don't know if we're going to get Monstructor or Piranacon. But again, I hope we do, so we might. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens. But, yeah, and Cyberverse's cartoon is officially out on the Cartoon Network app if you guys haven't watched it already. Or if you have Xfinity, you can watch the 3rd episode for free. And the show is not as bad as I thought it would be. After seeing the clips and hearing the voices and how everything's done, it looks pretty good. I'm actually on board with it. I watched the pilot. I think it's good. I think a lot of people are going to like it. It takes elements from all kinds of different Transformers lore, IDW designs, animation like Robots in Disguise 2015, and aspects of animated like the whole Speedline transformations that are always a classic. Elements from Transformers Prime, such as like the Cortical Psychic Patch, the Space Bridge, Movieverse stuff like the Allspark is in this, which is cool. So it's like an animated G1 Redux sort of thing. You know, we have all kinds of cameo characters. We now have another female character, Shadow Raider, or Shadow Striker, sorry. And also Nova Star, who was that Purple Seeker we saw in the clip with Thundercracker. That's officially Nova Star. So the fact that a Rainmaker by the name of Nova Star, who was the yellow one, who was a dude, is now a female character and actually has some personality, is like a captain of the Seekers or squadron of Seekers. I think that's pretty cool. I'm actually really on board with that. And I love the fact that Transformers have been more diverse in terms of their gender-based characters. So now we're getting more females in the mix. Because honestly, Transformers has been one giant robot sausage fest. I mean, there's so many dudes. Like, yeah, war, grit, buffness, yeah, testosterone. But, you know, it's really cool and really refreshing to see all these other female characters join the ranks of the Autobots and Decepticons. I think it's really fun. Cyberverse itself is pretty fun. It's a very fun-loving show. Bumblebee's kind of annoying, but we'll save that more for TFTC because this is mainly supposed to be an update. And plus, I was completely off topic with Lazy Eyebrow Viewer. I am so sorry. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed to him or you don't even know who he is, go check him out. Think of him like a stop-motion based sort of Jobby the Hong kind of thing. Not as dirty or not as vulgar, I should say, but pretty professional like Optibotimus and Emgo, very fun-loving like Emgo, and very skit-oriented in some cases, kind of like Thew. So he's kind of like an amalgamation of a bunch of people, which is something I try to aspire to be, but it's okay. So, you know, go check him out, Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer. You can watch all his videos because I'm probably going to marathon them, and just, again, it just sucks that he's gone. He's not. I mean, he's not dead, but it just sucks he's leaving YouTube. And again, I understand and admire his reasoning. You know, family is more important. People are more important. And YouTube's platform has not been getting any better. It's been really wonky. It says I have 2,000 subscribers, but I only see 1,500. So that's okay though. We're getting there. So anyway, but yeah. Hello, Primus Productions. How are you doing? So yeah, Bumblebee movie's been pretty promising so far. Everything looks really good. A lot of people are still kind of a little miffed about Blitzwing because everyone thought, oh, it's Starscream, but it's okay. So Autobot Patriot and Brony, one of my veteran viewers. How are you doing, dude? I mean, a lot of you guys are my veteran viewers, so what am I talking about? So hi, everyone. Uh, and you have a good day at school tomorrow, mister. Go get your sleep. Yeah, I'm about the same, Primus. I'm not going to lie. I could be better, too. But I'm content. I'm a little happy. Things have been going okay. I just wish I could go a little better. So I hope this live stream isn't too long. And if it is, I apologize. But um, again, I just want to reiterate because we're coming to a close here. Please understand, content is not going to be out as consistent, and I use that term loosely, consistently as it used to be. Um, again, it's because of my mother and my father, and now I have to be the caretaker and pay or handle their finances, pay the bills and such. The same goes for Instagram. Like, yeah, I'll try and do a TFA unboxing or post something and interact with you guys every now and then because I don't want to appear dead. But again, please understand that life comes first before creating content and you know, being online. It pains me to say that. Genuinely, it does because I wish I could have given you guys more stuff. But you know what they say: all good things come to those who wait. So. No, I like the idea of Blitzwing too. I don't know why people are complaining about it, but I mean, I'm not going to get into that again. It's going to be another fan debate like Frenzy Rumble or Cyclonus and Skywarp. Or Bombshell and Skywarp being Cyclone. I'm not getting into it. I'm fine with Blitzwing. I'm disappointed it's not Starscream, but I do like the nod. And who knows? Blitzwing was shown in the recent issue of Bumblebee, the solo comic, and he looks really good. So maybe they'll tweak the design to match that. So we'll see. Um, but yeah, so another thing, TFA plays are no longer going to be here on YouTube, unfortunately, unless it's a GTA thing, obviously, because I am pretty much all about GTA 5. But now, if you want to catch me playing any other video games that aren't going to be on my channel, you can follow me at twitch.tv/TFA1024YT. And I'll upload as much as I can there. I'll play some Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Zombies, Zetsubo no Shima. I'll play some Batman Arkham Knight. I'll play Transformers Devastation. Uh, Grand Theft Auto 5, just because. No Man's Sky. Hopefully Spider-Man, if I can get that next week, because that will be awesome, and that game looks awesome, and I love Spider-Man so much. One of my favorite all-time Marvel superheroes of all time. Like, you have no idea. I love him, and I love Iron Man, mainly because I love spiders, and I love robots, and AI programs, and such like that. It's fun. It's cool stuff. Which also reminds me, I need to get Detroit Become Human and Horizon Zero Dawn and a bunch of other games. So we'll see what happens there. You might even see me on Twitch on I don't know, Super Mario Galaxy if I can do that. If they do Twitch on Nintendo Wii. So, but again, in terms of video reviews and everything, the only thing I can really say is just be patient with me, and I'll try to supply content as much as I can. So. Once again, if you haven't already, please go check out, go check out Lazy Eyebrow Viewer. Leave a nice little comment. If you know of him, by all means, leave a comment for him. Let him know. Because my comment got highlighted and pinned, and I'm really happy about that because it's like, wow, okay, this just came out of nowhere. But because I talked to him on a few times you know, on YouTube and a little bit on Facebook, um, it was just really heartfelt. It was a really, really nice heartfelt comment that I left. I genuinely meant every single word of it. And the fact that he pinned it out of everyone else who commented, it just kind of made me feel a little special. It's like, that's nice. More people need to comment like this. So, and if push ever comes to shove and I have to leave my channel for good, I'll obviously give you guys a nice farewell, or at least a ta-ta for now. And who knows, maybe I'll come back. But for the time being, I have no idea what's going to happen or if I'll be around for anything to happen. And what I mean by that is if my parents go and I have nowhere else to go. I mean, for all I know, I might have to sell every single figure I have in my collection just to survive. I hope it's not the case, but I mean, anything's possible. This is life. This is what it is. And yeah, while it's a bitch, it's just how it is. There's good, there's bad, there's light, there's dark, there's sun, there's rain. It's just how it is. So. But I think I've taken enough of your time. So, my fellow addicts, I think I'm going to leave everything here. There is one more thing I do want to promote, and that is TFA mail. A lot of you guys have sent in stuff to me through the years, and not as frequently as a PO box should be, but enough to where it's heartfelt, it's appreciated. I've gotten fan letters from people with their packages, which I love. I love reading your letters. I've gotten beautiful, heartfelt comments from people. I've gotten some nice emails from people. I got some nice figures from people, and I don't want to take your generosity for granted, but if you want to, you're not obligated to. It's at your own leisure and at your own choice. Feel free to contact me specifically on Instagram if you have one. Message me there. Message me on my Facebook page. And if you have something you want to send me, feel free to talk to me. And we'll talk details. I'll send you my address. And as a bonus, you'll get your own TFA Live unboxing on Instagram specifically, as well as a post saying thank you and everything, as well as when a video review of the figure comes out, or the accessory came out, whatever it is. You will get a shout out before the video review begins, before even the title begins, during the video review, and a link will be provided in the description down in the video below for your social media, for your YouTube channel, for your Instagram page, or your Facebook page, or whatever you prefer. And that will be my way of giving back to you, as well as making a video of the said figure you sent to me for you. So, again, it is nothing that you have to do. It is just something that is a nice way to interact with you guys. And again, it doesn't have to be a figure. It could just be a letter. It could be fan art if anyone wants to do a fan art of me. It could be like your own personal design logo for me that I could use, or we could just continue to do what we normally do and just have a TFA mail every once in a while. And TFA mail specifically isn't just for the fans. It's for the stuff that I order too, to share with you guys, to share that moment with you guys, because it's fun. New toy joy. It's always fun. So, there's that. But in terms of voice acting and stop motions and such, yeah, don't get your hopes up anytime soon. There's just been so much I have to do. So unfortunately, if anyone wants to meet a voice act for anyone, I'm sincerely apologetic here when I say this. I can't take any more roles. I'm in enough as is, and I really can't spare the time to provide any voice acting until I have free time, and unless I know my mom's going to be okay, or she even gets even better, to where she'll be able to do stuff by herself again. But if not, I'll do what I can, but I'm sticking with the people I've worked with and continue to work with on a long-term basis. So AHM1K, 01 Transfan, TFM Page 101, Larry Arts Productions, Wolfman Productions, Derivative Films, and many more. So if anyone wants me to voice in something, whether it's big or small, I'm sorry, but I can't. And it hurts to say that, but I'm being honest. So anyway, my fellow addicts, let's officially leave that here. So thank you all for tuning in to listen to me babble, to keep you guys posted on everything that's going on with the channel. If I said anything that happened to be offensive or, happened to bother you, or I was neglecting you in the comment section and you left the live stream, I'm sincerely sorry. I'm just trying to get this out as fast as I can because my phone's almost dead and I can't keep the computer running forever. So, but you will be acknowledged whenever you guys comment, unless it's something I don't know what to say to, then I'm sorry. Thanks, Starscream. I'm looking at you, buddy, because you commented a couple times on one of my videos and I just didn't know what to say. So I'm sorry. But on this video, everything will be replied to the best of my abilities. May not be instant, but you will be replied, and I'll even go back and reply to some other people I haven't. But One thing I will say, please don't come on my videos and ask me, can I have a figure? Because I just got a comment like that from a toy hunt I did 2 to 3 years ago. Someone asking me if I can have that Mirage, and I deleted that comment instantly. I'm sorry, but don't do that. That is incredibly disrespectful, very rude, and you were way late, dude. That thing's gone. We're in 2018. No more Combiner War stuff. But please understand, I'm not trying to come off as a douchebag or anything. I'm just being me, and I'm trying to keep things calm so that way we can all get along. So, no drama or anything intended. I'm just stating a fact. But, yeah. So, my fellow addicts, that's pretty much all I have to say. So, if you haven't already, please, by all means, feel free to hit that like button if you enjoy this video. If you want to see more of my awesome videos, by all means, hit that big red subscribe button, because this is the only channel where your entertainment will be transformed. And if you want to contact me in any way, shape, or form, by all means, feel free to do so anywhere on social media, including Instagram, and hit that big blue follow button for extra goodies. And once you message me, please be respectful, be appropriate, be patient, and I will reply to you all as soon as I can. And please remember, my fellow addicts, until next time, to get addicted, stay addicted, and TF addicts for life. This is TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict, rolling out till all are one.